What's up, Virgo? Welcome to your love quickie reading. This is going to be for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Of course, it's not going to resonate with all of you, so definitely check out your other placements, okay? This is just going to be a quick dive into what's going on in your love life, and it's timeless. So whenever you are kind of inspired to watch it is when you are meant to watch it. Now, we're going to start out here with the Fool and the Six of Wands, which I love. This is kind of like you or the situation that you're in right now, and this is what is either helping or hurting. These are beautiful cards together. These are beautiful cards individually, to be honest. With the Fool, you know, a lot of you guys might be finding that you are in a new place when it comes to relationships. Possibly you may have just broken up with someone and you are being open to new things. Whenever we get the Fool card, this is the beginning, right? It's the first card in the Fool's journey, right, of the major arcanas, and it really indicates taking risks. Some of you guys might be walking into a relationship or dealing with people in the future that, you know, maybe something about them is different from what you've ever experienced before. So it may require you to be a little bit more open-minded, to be a little bit more ballsy than you normally would, to be just a little bit more open and free in terms of your relationships and how you even view relationships and go about it. But this is really, really good energy. This could be an Aquarius person or even an Aries person coming into your life, which is really, really fun. But this is an energy of taking risks. Of course, there are so many cards in the deck that indicate new beginnings, but this is, you know, what sets it apart is the ability to take a risk and maybe try something new, okay? Now, you guys have the Six of Wands with it, which is beautiful energy too, because when we get Six of Wands, we're talking about a victory. Remember, Six of Wands follows Five of Wands, which is all about kind of like that chaos and competition, arguing, you know, people fighting back and forth. So again, it feels like a lot of you guys might have come out of a relationship that was a little bit more on the tumultuous side. But when we get the Six of Wands here, this is, you know, essentially that knight that's riding in from, you know, a victory. Right? This is about being seen. This also may indicate that some of you guys at this time are going to be, you know, being recognized more. People might be recognizing you from different things. People might have their eye on you. But this is really good energy together in terms of working together, especially if you are single and looking for a new relationship, or even if you're currently in a relationship and just looking for some newness, some freshness in the relationship. This is really good energy together. Now, I say that some of you guys may have recently broken up because in the past position, which both of these came out together, I was just going to take one card, but both came out, which was Page of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. It feels like some of you guys might be coming out of something where, you know, Page of Pentacles is a beautiful energy because it is kind of like, you know, it's a message, something coming in terms of like something tangible, a new start. This is, you know, the setting, you know, sowing those seeds and making new plans, but it's a very immature energy in terms of relationship, right? Like the Page of Pentacles doesn't have much to offer. They're inexperienced. They don't, you know, they might not have the resources, whatever this is. So some of you guys, it may feel like you were dealing with someone who maybe just what they were willing to give you in this relationship was not up to par with what you feel like you wanted or believe that you should have, because we've got Five of Pentacles here. Now, Five of Pentacles is really a card of feeling left out. It's a card of feeling forgotten about. There's also some guilt that's in there. There could also have been some financial issues in terms of your relationship before. So, you know, maybe some financial struggles in your relationship. As we know, money is one of the #1 problems of why relationships break up. But there's something in terms of either like the security around your relationship. So the security of knowing, hey, I got a man. This is, you know, we are an item. This, you know, I'm his boo, whatever, you know, whatever. Or security, literal security in terms of we're struggling to make it. I don't know how we're going to push forward. Now, with this Five of Pentacles card, it's really interesting because there's a lot of emphasis on that being left out in the cold situation. You've got someone who's literally dressed up in their bridal wear, right, in her gown, and you can see the silhouette of the people in the window. It's almost like she's longing, wishing she was somewhere that she wasn't. So some of you guys may have been dealing with certain feelings of, you know, maybe guilt or even jealousy in terms of a relationship if you see other people who are seemingly happy. But I do want you to remember that things aren't always what they seem on the outside. And just because people look happy and appear to be happy, you know, it doesn't mean that everything is all good in the hood. You feel me? Like no one's going to, unless you're Erica Mena or Safari or somebody, like nobody's going to broadcast their hard times. So understand, like the grass isn't always greener on the other side. But this is in the past position, so I love this. Most of you guys should be around this situation of the Fool and the Six of Wands, where you're kind of overcoming these feelings of, not being enough, not having enough, not being offered enough, all of those things, right? And also, I want you to watch it because Five of Pentacles can indicate that there's some form of, not feeling valuable if you don't have the approval of certain things, or you don't have this, just certain, like too many. It indicates that there could be issues basically if you feel like you are not getting what's owed to you, right? Especially if it's coming from a certain person. So just be mindful of that. Now in the near future, which I love, is the Sun card. This is the happiest card in the deck. This is all about family. This is all about love. This is about exposure too. So if there were some things in the past that maybe were just a little bit rocky, you weren't quite unsure of, there wasn't quite the communication or, the closure that you needed, this is kind of where the Sun comes in too. Not only is it about the happiness, not only is it about the family life and love and all that, it is about that kind of exposure, right? Whenever the Sun is out, we see all truth. We know what's going on. Whenever the Sun is hidden, whenever we've got that Moon energy, things are a little bit more unknown and a little bit more mysterious. Some of you guys might also find yourself connecting to a Leo, but this is really, really happy energy. So it sounds like a lot of you guys are in a place where you are coming out of a bad situation and you're kind of at that cusp of going into a new, better situation. And even if you are in a relationship already, there is this sense that things are getting better. Now, in this position, this is kind of like my cop-out position or my avoid position. And it really doesn't matter if the card is positive, right? Which could seem weird. So at this point, like, it's saying avoid Knight of Pentacles. Now, in terms of this, like Knight of Pentacles is that energy that is, he's a hard worker, he's diligent, he's actively learning about the world around him, and what like really drives him is his work stuff, right? But this isn't any regard. So anything that he's passionate about, he works at it. He finds, what makes this tick. He's all about the logistics of the thing, right? This is also like in terms of like people, this could be someone who does all the planning. I think that what you're being asked to do at this moment, or what you're being asked to avoid, is the control factor. Right? Knight of Pentacles doesn't do anything without already having a plan ahead of time. There is no impulse that he follows, right? There is no just taking chances as much, right? And if he does take chances, they're very educated, very like calculated chances. But I think that this is really important to kind of just let go and let things flow. This reminds me of, so one of my best friends, she's also an earth sign. She's not a Virgo, but she's an earth sign. Now, she's always had in her mind this idea of love, what that's supposed to look like. You get with the guy, he needs to propose to you at least 2 years into the relationship. And then after that, you get married. After that year, then you have a kid. Like, she literally had a schedule in terms of what she felt good relationships look like and how you're supposed to handle them. So she did all these things. She met a man. She liked him. She loved him. In love, I wouldn't say, but she knew that he loved her. She felt secure in that because her past relationships, that was something that she struggled with, having that security. And so she married him. Right? But she had like lukewarm feelings for him. So at the end of the day, their marriage only lasted less than a year because she was too in this energy of trying to plan for the future rather than filling it out. And so there's something to be said about finding a really big balance with that, right? I mean, you don't want to just let everything happen to you, but you do want to kind of loosen up and allow and be inspired by what can come to you. So even if you guys are in this place where maybe you're connecting with the new person, try not to be so, I don't even know the word, just try not to be so controlling, over what happens and when it happens and how it happens, and they need to do this. Like, I think this is like spirit urging you to just kind of like chill a bit, like put your little planner away. It's all good. Have fun with this, right? Now, what you should be aiming for which is really interesting, is you guys got the Four of Cups, right? Now, Four of Cups is an energy of being dissatisfied. It also is an energy of maybe having too much. As you see this woman, right? So there's four people. Here she is being offered another flute of champagne, and she's already clearly done. Like, she's had too much to drink already. She's done, right? So Four of Cups can also be like feeling like you're full of something or over something because you've already experienced that. You know what it's like. You don't want any more. But you know, the bigger picture in terms of this reading, Four of Cups, again, is about being dissatisfied with things. But I think what Spirit's urging you guys to really do is just kind of not care. You know, Four of Cups energy is a very much, I don't care. And I think that this is true in terms of like, going back to that Knight of Pentacles, don't care. Don't be so worried about the planning aspect of it. Don't be so worried about the controlling aspect of it. You got to let yourself live a little and just kind of not care. If this happens for me, this person, if this relationship pops off, that would be wonderful. But you know what? If it doesn't happen for me, that would also be wonderful. There is this big sense of you guys needing to let go and just kind of you know, have this attitude of, yo, that would be cool, but if not, that would be cool too. Very much an attracting, not chasing energy, right? So don't be too swayed by, you know, what you feel other people's feelings are of you, but then like also just don't care, like have fun. Don't think too much about it. This is a time for you guys to have fun because a lot of you guys too are rediscovering what it is that you want, who it is that you are in terms of relationship and how you show up in the world. So focus on just like being good. You already know you're good. You're beautiful. You're being seen. The Six of Wands, it's very much a popularity card as well. Like people are noticing you. People are into it. Like just don't care too much, right? Now, your advice for moving forward is Ten of Swords and Queen of Wands. Ten of Swords, definitely this is a time that you should be ending any relationships that you know full well aren't working for you. If there's someone that you just have a hard time, you know, getting over and you kind of have this back and forth thing, this is a time to, I really urge you to try to separate yourself from that. There's something definitely that's ending, a painful cycle that's ending. You see on this card, there's the divorce certificate paper sitting on the desk. So there's definitely a cycle that's ending and it's encouraging you to just be you, be beautiful, be confident, be creative, right? Queen of Wands energy, she is that fiery queen. She's fun. She's a great host. She's beautiful. She's super attractive. She's just like, she's a fun person you want to be around. And I think that going back to, you know, not trying to control everything and not caring, she don't really care. Like she does not care because she is going to do whatever she wants to do, bottom line. Her choices and her decisions literally don't have shit to do with whatever other people think. It has everything to do with how she feels, right? She's a very spiritual queen. She's a very sexual queen. She's a very active queen. And she goes, you know, in some ways by impulse, you know, which isn't bad. She lives in the moment. And I think that's what you guys need to do. There's this clear message about like stopping the planning, get rid of your little spreadsheet and like just live a little. Now, in most likely outcome, you've got the Nine of Cups, which is beautiful energy. Obviously, it's total fulfillment. Homegirl's in the bath. She's chilling. She's feeling bliss, independent of anybody else. You only see her in this card, but she's living life. She's got her wine. She's got her bubbles in her bath, and she's smiling, laughing, and like enjoying her night. This is about you guys finding what satisfies you also. So that's another reason why this Knight of Pentacles, don't get too caught up in the planning. Or like another example of this, like you meet someone and then you automatically want to know like their chart. Like I had to stop myself from doing that too because it's like, girl, I'll get rid of people before they even have a chance just based on their chart, which is absolutely ridiculous. And you just never know. You need to be open. There's definitely something new coming in for you guys. You guys have Three of Wands. You know, Three of Wands follows the Two of Wands, which Two of Wands is all about the planning and the deciding to do something new and kind of going on a limb. You know, the Three of Wands is whenever we're waiting for our ships to sell in. So a lot of you guys are at this place in terms of relationships where you're very decided on the next step. And it's just a matter of staying in your bliss, staying in your joy, your satisfaction, making sure you're good so that you can kind of bring that into you. There's something new that's coming for you guys. It's really, really beautiful, obviously, right? You got that Sun card in the near future. So there's a lot of happiness to go around with you guys, but you kind of got to just like give up the control a little bit and just be happy in the moment. And then to make it all perfect, you got to let go of control issues. Allow this situation to control or to unfold naturally. Again, give up the control, enjoy the moment, enjoy these new people that you're meeting, these new situations that you're meeting. Also, I think too, there's something to not plan too much for, because some of you guys have a situation where you're maybe like moving, or like your life is changing in a major way where maybe you don't have, maybe it's not wise to go straight into trying to automatically plan your life with someone. Maybe it's just kind of more wise to have a good time, see how things lead, but definitely putting yourself first and not worrying about anything else or how people feel about you. Okay, Virgo? I hope that was helpful. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.